help me choose my next big bag, and I'm going to be buying this one from Kurt Geiger. Hello, and the warmest of welcome to today's video. For those of you who haven't seen my face before, hi, I'm Nick, glad to have you here. For those who have seen my face before, thank you so much for joining me again. I hope you're enjoying my videos. I put out videos roughly 3 times a week on a range of different topics, anywhere from fashion to slightly more personal topics. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, then please do head down, hit subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. I love chatting with you all. I'm all about living life loud, and what that means to me is being your authentic self, being proud to be you, and just celebrating who you are. Celebrating yourself and celebrating others. So, what are we going to talk about today? I need your help in choosing my next bag, but before we get into that, bag of the day. This is something I'm trying to incorporate a little bit more. I really like it when other YouTubers do it, so I'm trying to show you as I remember to do it, because I don't always remember. Today's bag of the day, how glorious is this ray of sunshine. I have been loving this so much. You know how I feel about this backpack. I now couldn't imagine not having it. It's a wild card in my collection, not so much because of the colour, because I love bright colours, as you know, because it's a backpack. I have been loving it though. It is so fabulous. And yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It's so fun, it's so playful, it's so vibrant, it's currently open. I love it, absolutely love it. I think it's beautiful, works so well. I cannot recommend Mulberry enough as a brand, but I love the diversity of their bags. This one's a really special one to me, just has the branding there. I'm obsessed, in love, fabulous. Yeah, this was just the perfect backpack for me. If it wasn't in this beautiful yellow, would I love it in quite the same way? Maybe not, but I think if it was in lime green or hot pink or aqua, I could definitely get on board with those. It's just this very kind of sensible style when it comes to a backpack in a really fun, vibrant colour. Love it, beautiful. Bag of the day. So, Kurt Geiger XXL flat bags. I love them. I have 2, as you know, and I've been debating adding a 3rd into my collection, maybe a 4th. Let's see how this list goes. But they have been releasing some absolutely beautiful and incredible styles, and I'm a little bit stuck, so I need your help out of these 4 options as to which one to pick. Now, there are many more styles available within the Kurt Geiger collection when it comes to the XXL flap. However, I have whittled it down to these 4, and I'm a little bit stuck as to which one I would like. Now, I'm comfortable with the cost of any of them. You know, they're still a fair chunk of change, but I'm comfortable with the costs that they are. I will share the prices with you, but it's more so about whichever one I gravitate towards the most, and I would really love your input. So, first things first, let's kick things off with a really fun, vibrant, sparkly one. This has been out for a little while. I think I first shared this particular one with you back in November, I want to say, of last year. It's this beautiful sequin green. It also comes in a pink, it comes in smaller sizes, but the XXL just works really well for me. I love this. I think the green is absolutely stunning. The pink is probably the one that most people think I would gravitate towards. I love the green. It's very vibrant, it's beautiful, and because I have a lot of pink in the rest of my wardrobe, I really like to put pink and green together. So this is an absolutely beautiful item. Love how sparkly it is. I think it adds a sense of occasion to it, because big bags don't always lend themselves so well towards a formal occasion, but the fact that this is sequins, I think you could get away with using this maybe at a black tie or something along those lines. Really beautiful bag. It's £249, which for this size of bag in something quite embellished, I actually think is a really good price point. It's a beautiful item. It's one that's been on my mind since it first came out, so I need to think about it a little bit more. Now, one that is very me, and when I tried this one on in store, I was really captivated by it. I didn't think I was going to be as enamoured by it as I am. It is this pink, baby pink, XXL flap with the gold hardware. Gold hardware, as you know, isn't my favourite hardware. However, the pink is stunning. This really soft, smushy, luxurious leather. The way that it pillows, it almost looks like candy floss. It is beautiful. And the pink is absolutely gorgeous against the gold. It just works really well, and therefore the gold hardware did not bother me at all. These are practical bags. I I've been debating adding another one to my collection, as I said, and it was actually using my grey XXL flap in Manchester a couple of weeks ago that really cemented that this is a bag I enjoy using, that I think is special, that I think is well made, and therefore I think rather than spending more money on bags that I don't think work as well for me, why not just duplicate a style that I've already got in a really fun variant? Of course I have the denim as well, but I think I'd really like something that's maybe a little bit different in terms of its material or its colour. So this is a truly beautiful one. It would work with a lot of my wardrobe. I don't worry too much about things like colour transfer. If that happens, that happens. Bags are there to be used, and I do feel that Kurt Geiger sits at a reasonable enough price point that you don't feel this incessant need to baby it. You don't feel like you need to worry about it in quite the same way. I'll take as good a care as I can whilst using it and enjoying it. But the pink is absolutely beautiful. It's like strawberry ice cream, candy floss, very practical style. Shoulder can be worn on your shoulder, can be worn crossbody, loop up the handles, loop one through, wear it as a top handle. There's lots of different options with these particular bags, and that rings true for any of the options that I'm saying today. This, like I said, just stole my heart when I saw it. It's £339. The XXL flaps have gone up a lot in price over the years. When I first started looking at them, they were about £249, and I think they were even less before that. And now you're in the 300s for them. You know, not a steep hike as, for example, Louis Vuitton and Chanel, etc. But percentage-wise, they're pretty big jumps still. So something to consider, but still reasonable price points, I feel. But this is a really beautiful item. Like I said, it's like you'd be wearing candy floss on your shoulder, which is a fabulous place to find yourself. Something a little bit different and a material that's quite interesting. It would be this terry cloth XXL flap in the orange. Unfortunately, this doesn't come in another colour. If this came in an aqua or a turquoise or a cerulean, we all know cerulean from Devil Wears Prada, that would be really interesting for me. So that's my drawback. Let me share the drawback first on this one. It's the colour. Orange isn't a colour I naturally gravitate towards. I don't own an orange bag. I've never really thought too much about owning an orange bag, but what I do quite like about this one is that it's almost like a sorbet, and particularly with the fact that it's this terry cloth which has a softness to it, I do like the orange on it because it has this additional softness. It has this, like I said, almost sorbet-like quality to it. I'm thinking a lot about frozen desserts today, aren't I? I do have Ben & Jerry's in the freezer, so clearly it's on my mind, so I can eat some of that. But I do think this is a really fun, beautiful item, particularly with the way that the scarf is woven through the straps. And it's a bit of a 2-for-1 because, of course, if you aren't a fan of having the scarf woven through the straps and you just wanted to wear that as something around your neck or tie it on slightly differently to the bag, you absolutely could. It's within your gift to do so. But I personally really like the contrast of the orange terry cloth with the scarf woven through the handles. Adds a slightly different vibe to it. The only thing to consider is that with that being woven through, I think, dependent on how it's done, it could potentially limit the way that you're able to use the bag. So it might stop you being able to get the chain through so that it has a, so that it can go crossbody. Would it? Bear with me. Okay, I've got my denim one here. So, right. Okay, so if it were to be woven through really tightly, I think you still could. Yeah, I think you still could. As long as it didn't bow or something at the sides. If you tied it in a big knot or a big bow here, you could potentially limit its ability to either go double shoulder or to crossbody. So that's just something to consider, but actually it still makes it quite practical and quite versatile. But this is the size of all of them. You've probably all seen my XXL flat bags before. So yeah, here we go. That's what the size is. This one is currently stuffed with a Longchamp Les Pliages backpack. But yeah, so this is a really fun variant. When I was talking to my sales associate in Kurt Geiger, she was saying, oh, it's a great beach bag. I wouldn't use it as a beach bag. To be honest, it's too nice really to use as a beach bag. I would use this as a nice day bag. I think also in summer when it's hot, you don't necessarily want to wear leather. We've all had that moment, I'm sure, where you get into a car and the seats are really hot, whether they be leather or faux leather. You kind of do that little dance to sort of, ooh, 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 ooh. You don't want your bag to do that. You don't want to pick your bag up and it kind of scold you in any way. So I like fabric because fabric stays cooler when it's hot. And also, being in the UK, it gets, it rains. This is kind of a towel-like material. So, I'm not going to be wiping the table with it, but at least if it gets rained on, it soaks it up and it dries. So yeah, like I said, something a little bit different, something a little bit fun, quite different to the rest of my bags. Even though it's a style I've got, this will be a very different variation. So, and the price point is $199, which, considering you get the bag, which is a good size, plus you get the scarf, which you could do multiple things with if you wanted to. I actually don't think that's a bad deal whatsoever. I actually think it's probably one of the best priced items at Kurt Geiger. So yeah, definitely one that my attention is pulling towards in a way that I wasn't anticipating. However, if they brought this out in, like I said, like a turquoise, immediately swipe my card. I'd have bought it because I think the price point is really good. So I'm a bit stuck on the colour. I'm sure I could wear it. It's just whether or not you want to, We'll see. Let me know what you think. And finally, a true unicorn within the Kurt Geiger collection. This again was absolutely stunning when I saw it in the flesh, and I really had to pull myself away from it. It is truly beautiful. It is this rainbow double XL flap in leather. Oh, it is absolutely gorgeous. Stunning. The rainbow is beautiful. The pink leather on the interior is also stunning. The lining, the silver hardware. Oh, it has silver hardware. It really is a beautiful, beautiful bag. It's stunning. I think sat here talking you through it, I know which one realistically I should buy, because I think my reaction to just talking to you about it has probably indicated where it goes. Yeah, anyway, let's talk about it in a bit more detail. So it's leather, it's got this beautiful pink interior, still very practical, has all of the features of the other items. This could be used very much as a kind of day bag. It probably doesn't have the same evening bag quality as the sequin, full sequin version, but could you wear this for an evening in the summer? I think you probably could. I would use this if I was going to Henny Regatta, or probably not to like Ascot or something. I don't think it's quite appropriate for that. But yeah, I would use this for a lovely summer, but also this is the type of bag that I could see myself wearing with a chunky sweater and jeans and, wellies in the winter as well. This would go beautifully with my pink hunter wellies. Oh, pink hunter wellies, white jeans, either a white or a pink jumper, which I have both, and then this bag. Oh, that'd be glorious. That would be a really beautiful little item. See, I'm already getting the outfits. I already know which outfits I would wear this with. So this is £339, however it is $299 at Selfridges, so it is cheaper at Selfridges than it is at Kurt Geiger itself. That might change, I don't know. They might cotton on to the fact that they're charging less for it, or I'm hoping that Kurt Geiger cotton on to the fact that Selfridges are and then lower their price, because I want to kind of keep my not store credit, but like my sales with the brand, which I don't know if you buy from concessions, if it keeps it in the same way. If anyone works in retail, let me know. If you buy from a concession in a department store, does it maintain your sales history with the brand as a collective? I'm not sure, because I've always thought this about Longchamp. I own a lot of Longchamp bags, but only probably half of those have been purchased from the store. Others have been purchased from concessions, so I'm always a bit unsure as to how that works. But yeah, I'd like to maintain my sales history with Kurt Geiger. So yeah, pretty fabulous item. They all are, actually, in fairness, and they're all very different. They all offer very different things. The two that are probably the most similar are the kind of cotton candy pink and the rainbow, and then you've obviously got two very different materials with the terry cloth and the sequin. So, but all beautiful, all deserve to be on this kind of top 4 consideration list in their own right. But let me know what you think. I really do value your opinion. The other thing that's playing on my mind with this is around the fact that seasonal sale, and I believe that that will happen around June. So I don't want to happen what happened to me last time, where I bought the sequin medium for £180, only for it to hit the seasonal sale for £79. So, and that was like 2 weeks later, and because I'd used it, I couldn't return it. So I really sold myself short there, because I basically overspent by £100 for 2 weeks. Not ideal. So I don't want to do that again, but I also don't want to miss out. So I think what I'm tempted to do is wait until the seasonal sale, see what drops into the seasonal sale, and if these bags don't and they stay full priced, buy it. Just buy it full price, because it's not going into the sale. It might drop into the seasonal sale, and particularly as Kurt Geiger often do 50% off, when the bag is £340, that's a lot of money. Even if it goes 30% off, that's a huge sum of money. So that's my plan. And then I think if it doesn't go into the sale and it sells out, well, then it just wasn't meant to be. What's for you won't pass you. So there we go. That's where my head's at. Let me know what you think of these options. Which one would you go for if it were you? Which one would you go for me? I really value your feedback. I really value your input. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Thank you so much and take care. Mwah.